Hey guys, it's Jo and welcome back to Trauma Talk. I have debated making this video for like the last hour and a half as I have laid on this lovely couch because I feel like I should look put together when I'm making videos. I'm not put together today and I don't look put together today, but then I realized this is not a makeup tutorial channel. This is like a making it through life channel. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this week and something that happened that has really been affecting me, and let's just dive in. I got a call a little while ago from someone who's very, very, very close to me that something very traumatizing had happened to them. And it made me unbelievably heartbroken in words I don't, it's the kind of stuff they don't make words for, you know? And I was on the phone listening to this person and trying my best to just like be there and to not say the wrong thing and to not do anything to make it worse and to try to make it better, even though I know I can't fix it. And got off the phone with this person, and then later that night we had an event to go to, which I didn't think I was gonna make it to because I was like in no position to be around people, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna give it a shot. And in walked someone unexpectedly who I have had a ridiculously hard time forgiving for the past 6.5 years. This is someone who simply didn't know how to respond to me in the aftermath of everything that I went through. Someone who was very close to me, someone who said things that were unintentionally extremely hurtful and extremely scarring. I felt like they didn't fight for me or our friendship. I felt like they didn't stick around. I felt like they weren't there because they weren't. And I have been unable to let go of this resentment and anger for almost 7 years, which has been weird to me because I've been able to work through a lot of other stuff. But that one thing, I just could not let go. Because I was like, you should have known better, you should have been there for me, and no matter what I tried, I just couldn't do it. But when this person walked in, I just realized I didn't have space for it anymore. And I'm not gonna apologize for being emotional because being emotional is okay, and I'm trying to make peace with the fact that being emotional is okay. But after hearing what my friend had gone through, I was and am just so heartbroken and enraged for what's happened. But I realized I just didn't have space to carry that resentment and anger anymore. And I realized that as someone who runs a page and a channel called Trauma Talk, I am not an expert at all, but I do spend a lot of time thinking about this, a lot of time talking about it, a lot of time trying to put words together into videos for other people to educate or explain or just talk, right? Like, this is a big part of my life. And even then, I don't always know how to respond. That's my coffee. I'll be right back. Coffee in hand, I find that even sometimes just holding coffee is really comforting to me. Like, I'll literally make it and not drink it sometimes because I'm weird. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't always know how to respond. I know I don't always respond the best way, and I feel like I am fumbling through the dark sometimes. Like, I will do everything I can. I will literally do my very best, but I don't know the right thing to do. I don't know that what I'm doing is right. I know that everyone needs something different. I try to ask the right questions, but I'm just trying, you know? And I realized that that was the case for this person too, this friend I had. That as much as I wanted them to understand and to be there and to get it and not to say the things that were said and to fight for me and all of that, this is the life that I live. Like, I even like enmeshed myself in the world of like trauma and healing, and I don't know what to say sometimes. And this person had no idea what to do with it. I'm sure that it was scary. I'm sure that it was confusing. I'm sure that they had no idea what to do with me, and that's not in any way excusing the hurt that was caused. But it is saying that I think so often the hurtful things that are done and said by people in the aftermath are truly out of ignorance or fear or just really a complete lack of knowledge and not meant to hurt. And in that moment, it just left. And it felt really good to like actually feel forgiveness, because forgiveness is a hard thing for me with things that really hurt, as it is for everyone. And I was talking with my counselor about that this week, and she really stressed the point that like it's not something you were ready to let go of before now, and that's totally okay. And I want to also stress that in this video, that if you are whatever you're dealing with, please do not think the point of this video is me encouraging you to like let something go or forgive someone or just get over it. I would never in my life say any of those things. But if your goal is to let something go, or if your goal is to forgive someone at some point and you feel like you just can't get there or you're not there yet, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get there, and then I did. And that was cool. And on the flip side also, I just wanted to say that it really reinforced for me that as often as people say things that make trauma so much worse, and oftentimes I think are often sometimes just as bad as the trauma itself, it does not for a second excuse their words or their actions, but I think oftentimes it's not intentional. So it's very important that we feel that. It's very important that we acknowledge the impact, that we work through it. But I know that it's helped me in recent years to realize that it didn't come from a place of malice. Like that when friends weren't there for me or disappeared or said dumb things, they weren't trying to hurt me. I know I've said things that are similar in other videos, but it was just something that was very real for me this week. And so I thought I would just say it again. That is still really hot. And on an unrelated note, it is so heartbreaking to me that the majority of what we can do is pick up pieces, is help people in the aftermath. There's things that can be done for prevention, but a lot of it is helping people after the fact, and I hate that. I hate that I can't stop it. I hate that I can't stop pain and trauma and abuse before it happens, but I know I can't, and that makes me feel really helpless. But upstairs, logically, I know that trying to be the best friend that I can be to people, that's my dog, in the aftermath of trauma and respond the best way I can be the difference, at least for me, was the difference between like life and death. When I had people who were really there for me, who really got it, who really listened, those were the people who saved my life, you know? So as helpless as I feel, as helpless as you may feel in similar situations when you hear of horrible things happening and you can't stop it, know that you have a lot of power. And I will try to remember that I also have a lot of power to do my best to help people in the aftermath, and that is actually extremely powerful. It's not just an afterthought. It matters. It matters a lot. Thanks for listening to my sort of rambling and upset video today. This is little Sadie's paws. I don't know if you can see them right there. Oh, that's her tail. She's very happy. She's a good little puppy. I am Jo Beckwith, and this is Trauma Talk. Thank you for watching. As I said, you guys are amazing. I appreciate your comments, your support, your presence, your choice to continue the good fight and stick around. You're amazing. Keep it up. Let me know if there's anything that I can do. I am here, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.